As we hit home stretch on the show, let's turn our attention now to tennis, and it's all about the Indian Wells right there, where world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz defended his Indian Wells title with a straight set victory over Medvedev in a repeat of last year's final. Alcaraz defeated the Russian world number 4 7-6, 7-5, 6-1 to claim his first title since Wimbledon in July. In the women's category, Poland's Iga Świątek claimed another dominant win over Maria Sakkari to clinch a second Indian Wells title. The win secured a 19th career title for Świątek and also his second of the year, having also won in Qatar last month. Now joining us to discuss this is the tennis legend himself, Duke Odizo, right here, joins me on the show this evening to talk about what we saw in Indian Wells, talking about the very best of Masters tennis. Duke, good evening. It's good to have you on the show.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much. Let's delve into it as quickly as we can. Carlos Alcaraz got into the tournament with question marks concerning his fitness, but was still able to go all the way to win the title. So many people have touted him as the next, king when it comes to the sport of males singles tennis. What do you make of his performance last night against Medvedev?
Well, it was fabulous. It was absolutely fabulous. Both the men and the women, they played extremely well. It was joy to see classic tennis. Of course, Alcaraz was firing on all cylinders. Sinner responded, but it just wasn't long lasting. Now the terrain or the tournament shifts to Miami, in other words, from the West Coast to the East Coast, which actually is a little bit different. It's going to be more humid, and the ball's going to travel much faster, which will favor Sinner.
Okay. Let's look at the women's game right now, talking about Iga Świątek, the world number 1 there, also claiming a second title. The big question probably on so many people's lips will be, aside Aryna Sabalenka, who else can stop the Polish woman from dominating the tour once again?
Well, I think the other person who can possibly solve it would be Coco Gauff, especially if it's going to be on hard court or on the grass.
Okay.
I don't think anybody can beat, as of now, going by form, I don't think anybody can beat Świątek right now. But on the other surfaces, Sabalenka and Coco Gauff have the best chance, and I think they will.
Okay, let's finally, quickly, in about 30 seconds, let's just look at, the coming, months, because it's all about the French Open preparations towards that, second Grand Slam of the year. How do you think it shapes up both for the men and women's tour in about 30 seconds, the likely, contenders for the second Grand Slam of the year?
Contender would be, for the women, I would pick Świątek, without a doubt. For the men, you have the three musketeers, Djokovic, Alcaraz, and Sinner. Those are the 3 possible winners for the French Open. Keep in mind, French Open is the most difficult tournament to win because unlike other tournaments where you can play and win like 4 or 5 rallies, French Open is 20 or more rallies.
Okay, we'll just see how that pans out in the coming days. Thank you so much, Duke, for your time on the show this evening.
My pleasure. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.